Hi, it's Sherry, the kitchen coach. I am so excited. It's just you and me. We're gonna make chicken marsala tonight. And before you start, whether it's an extravagant meal or it's something very simple, have all your ingredients prepared, set out in front of you, measured and ready to go. So tonight, you're gonna have your chicken marsala, the salt and pepper, obviously your chicken, your flour, the olive oil, and butter. And you need your utensils, so you need one good knife. It would be great if you had 3, but if you only have 1, bring 1. A mallet if you're going to use the mallet. If not, a heavy pot will do the trick, and I'll show you what to do with it after. And tongs and a wooden spoon. If you don't have enough room on your kitchen counter, how many of us do? Just get a folding table and prop it up with books. All right, I'll see you right back here. Okay, we're ready to start. Put a low light under your skillet. Remember, it's a 12-inch skillet, and you're going to use a low light. You can use less olive oil if you put olive oil into a warm skillet. And also put your oven on 250. All right, here we go. When I first started to cook, and this is what I thought a chicken cutlet is, and it is, but it's not pounded, it's not butterflied. And I have to tell you that I ruined so many pieces of chicken. It's very difficult to cook this. If you look at it, it's many different sizes. It goes from 1/8 of an inch on one side to 2 inches on the other side. And it's impossible to cook. I'm going to show you how to make this so much easier to cook and make it uniform. Place the chicken cutlet down on your board, as if you're going to be cutting a bagel. It's not anything, well, you have to be careful, just like you're cutting a bagel. Put your hand on top of the meat and go into it slowly. There's no rush. And we're going to cut it almost all the way through. Turn it over. And we're going to pound it. Take a piece of wax paper, put it underneath. Put a piece of wax paper on top. If you don't have a mallet, just use a heavy pot. It's the same thing. And all you do is pound it. And this is what you have. Now, raw chicken is nothing, it's not that pretty to look at, let's be honest, but I want to show you what it looks like as far as a butterfly. This looks like a butterfly, so it is butterflied. Okay, the next step, nobody likes to do this, but it's not a step that you should skip. You have to clean the chicken. You have to take the fat off and the sinewy stuff because it's gross. Nobody wants to eat it. So I take the chicken in my hand, in my left hand because I'm a righty, and as if I'm cutting an apple. And I place the knife in and I put pressure and I take it off and I pull. If you're not comfortable doing that, if this is the first time you're cleaning chicken, I recommend that you don't do that. Place the chicken down on the board. And you see this, it's almost like skin, but it's much thinner. And you cut it off. Okay, we've cleaned all the chicken, and now you have to wash it. You must wash the chicken. All right, our skillet was on warm. So remember that we're going to be able to use much less olive oil. And this is important. When a recipe says 3 tablespoons, it is an approximation. It is not an exact science. Cooking should be a feeling. It's a sense-based thing. So you look at it, you smell it, you taste it, you feel it. It's all the senses, and that's what makes it so great. I use Greek olive oil, and really, when you are sauteing, you should use Greek olive oil. The olive oil that I use is from Trader Joe's, and I love it. Okay, we're going to do the skillet. We're going to put the oil in the skillet now, and I'm going to use about 2 tablespoons. All right, we're ready to flour our chicken. And if you didn't salt and pepper the flour, then you have to do it now before you start. Also, you have to salt and pepper the chicken, even though you have salt and pepper in the flour. Everything you cook, you need to flavor in layers. If you don't, then all the flavoring is on the outside, and when you bite through, it doesn't go through. So very, very little. I take my left hand and I use it to move the chicken around. I like to use my hands. You can use a tongue. You can use a fork. I keep my right hand clean. And you're only going to put a tiny, tiny bit. It's not much at all. And now we're going to put it in the flour. All it is, place it in there and put a little pressure and turn it over. Make sure it's all coated and then shake it off because it tastes horrible. Flour just burning in the pot. It just tastes terrible. Okay, right now we're going to learn what it sounds like when your skillet is ready to sear. On recipes, it'll say, light your skillet with a certain amount of olive oil for 7 minutes, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever it says. You have to know what it looks like, what it sounds like, what it smells like. And you won't be married to the recipes anymore. Take a little bit of water on your finger, not too much, because you can burn yourself if you are too aggressive with the water. Shake it off, and you're going to come to your skillet and just sprinkle. Do you hear that? And we're ready to go. Okay, remember that we said it's a 12-inch skillet. It's a 12-inch skillet for a reason. We have 4 pretty good-sized chicken cutlets, and we want to sear. When food cooks, it lets out steam. And if there's too much crowding the skillet, you're going to have a mushy coating because the food's going to steam. It's not going to sear. I want you to cook on the highest point of medium, and we're going to put our chicken in now. Just place it in. Again, you can use tongs. I like to use my hands, and I just wash my hands a lot. Once you place the chicken in the skillet, don't touch it, because when you play with the food and it's not ready to be turned over, it's very, very sticky. And what you're going to end up with is all the coating on the bottom of the skillet and none on your chicken. We're going to check to see if the chicken is ready. And how you're going to know if it's ready is on the perimeter of the chicken, it's going to turn white. And then there'll be a pink center. And then you check. And just take your tongue and lift up the corner. If you spend 4 minutes on one side searing, then check the other side after 3 minutes, because you're going to always need a little less time after you flip. We're ready to go. I can't wait. You're going to take the chicken and put it into your oven. All right, 2 cups of Marsala wine into the skillet. Okay, I should have lowered the heat first. So you're going to lower the heat a little bit just to get the Marsala in the pot. Alrighty, and we're going to take, I'm going to use about 3 tablespoons of butter. What I want you to see is that there's no guesswork here. If you look at the butter, you have 1 tablespoon, 2 tablespoons, 3 tablespoons unsalted butter. And that's what I'm going to use at 3 tablespoons. Okay, here comes the good part. So the Marsala is very reduced. It's sticky. We're going to keep the heat high, medium high, put the chicken back in. And if the Marsala is sticky and it's reduced a lot, this will take no time at all. And don't forget, before you put the chicken in, to take that wooden spoon and pick up all the bits and pieces from when you were cooking the chicken, because that helps make the sauce. Give it a couple of minutes, not a couple of minutes, a couple of seconds. And make sure it's all coated. and just give it a turn. You've taken out your chicken now. I've taken out my chicken now, and it's finished. It smells great. It looks great. Look at that sear, that brown color. It's so good. Tonight we learned a lot. And if you would write it down, you'd see a year from now, if you started writing it down, that you've learned so much and things come natural to you. Is that you're learning to use your senses to cook. And that's where, as corny as this sounds, I'm going to say it anyway, that's where the love comes in. That's what it's all about, because if you feel it and you smell it and you touch it, it tastes so much better. And people will feel it. They'll be able to taste the effort and the authenticity that you put into your food. I would love to hear from you. It would make my day. Email me, send me a picture, tell me what you liked, tell me what you didn't like. I love to learn. Look what you made. Look what we made together. There's no one here, me and you. And in a very short period of time, you made a delicious meal that you can be proud of, and it's good for you. Enjoy it.